Hello everyone and welcome back to another Duel Masters video duel. Today we have a first to two game, Nino on the left, piloting a kind of a light nature mid-range deck with Guardians and Totems, and I'm playing a deck I like to call ElfStomp that plays Essence Elf to reduce my many spells in the deck, and then I play ElfStomp Giant as well to kind of finish off the game. Turn 2 Essence Elf for me is really what I want to be, where I want to be at. That's what I want to be doing because I can play all my expensive spells quite a lot cheaper. But he has Laura Giga into a Lava Gear on turn 3, which is really good for him. I have another Essence Elf, and then I play a Clone Nightmare, which is one of the key cards of the deck. It basically is like a Ghost Touch, but it gets you for each Clone Nightmare there's in every graveyard. When you play the spell, you get to discard another card. So if there's one Clone Nightmare in the graveyard, it becomes better than like a Cranium Clamp. So yeah, a very strong card. So at this point, we're just kind of playing an attrition game. He already has a very aggressive start with the Lava Gear and the Totem, the Techno Totem. So I have to kind of be careful what I'm doing, but I need to get rid of both of these creatures at some point, which is going to be difficult. Especially the Techno Totem is going to be an issue for me. I do play ElfStomp Giant, which can contest some of the creatures on the battlefield. The downside with ElfStomp Giant is that it returns all your creatures to your hand from your mana zone when you attack with it. But the good thing about ElfStomp Giant is that it's really big, and this deck I'm running a lot of spells to try to kind of negate some of the creatures that I'm losing from the mana zone. I still think I'm running in this game. I'm on this version of the deck that I'm playing in this video. I'm running a bit too many creatures, but some of the newer versions I'm building, I'm running a lot more spells. There is a Locomotiver, um, but the Mystery is going to trigger, and then Locomotive is going to trigger. So you just got to draw a card first, and then discard a card, which is kind of a weird interaction, but that's how those two cards work with each other. Um, so at this point, I'm getting kind of pressured by his light nature deck, having a bit of trouble keeping up with the tempo. I play a way too expensive Energy Stream. I'm not noticing that it gets reduced to 1 mana, but I couldn't really play anything else that turn, so it doesn't matter. I play Natural Snare after that, but again, it doesn't matter. I don't have anything for 1 mana. I think maybe I did, but I probably wouldn't want to play it anyway. So at this point, Nino is just gonna top deck and play a Paralyze in mana, which is a very bad top deck for him, but that's how it goes. Um, I did attack with my ElfStomp Giant, that's why I have no mana right now, but I play a Fairy Life to try to get some more mana. Fairy Life is a really important card in this kind of deck because it increases your mana, but it also can be mana itself and not return with ElfStomp Giant. So, and also it's really good with Essence Self because it gets reduced to 1 mana. So this deck is very like all about like mana, spells, reducing spells, playing ElfStomp Giant, and then trying to get some Essence Elves in place so you can reduce your spells even more. You get your 4 mana Terror Pit, your 4 mana Natural Snares, and then it runs some Surfers and some Energy Streams to draw cards and some Eureka Chargers and stuff like that. So it's one of those decks that I really enjoy, like attrition based decks. But it can lose to some very heavy control decks. So at this point, Nino is top decking for his life right now. Gets a Trench Scarab, which is a card you don't see very often because it's kind of not able to attack if you don't have any. If the opponent has like no shield, you can't even kill the opponent. So or attack a shield, it can only attack creatures. So it's not the best card in the world, but it can be good in some situations, like with for example Diamond Cutter. I Terror Pit his Misrias so he can't get more cards, and he plays a Techno Totem, which is a card that you don't see much because it's um it's one of those cards that you don't see a lot because not a lot of people own the cards. And Nino was able to get some Japanese ones, so but it's a very cool card. It has some very interesting like synergies with other cards and can be really really strong. So Terror Pit from Nino, he's probably going to kill the ElfStomp is what I would think, but he actually goes for this himself because he's trying to kill the ElfStomp with probably with the Twin Scarab or something. He is able to get a Holy Ore here, which is very good for him. And then he makes a little bit of misplay. He could have killed basically if he attacked with the totem first, or just tapped it, he could have buffed the Twin Scarab with 1,500 power attacker, and then he would have been able to kill the ElfStomp Giant without actually trading his Twin Scarab away. But I think that was a mistake. But it's not really that big of a deal, honestly. He still has free shield, so I need to like be able to get to attack. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just attacking a shield, try to get them out of the way with my creatures and stuff. At this point, Nino just has to kind of consider his options. I think he really needs to like consider what he's doing. He plays Trench Scarab. He plays a Soul Gala to try to alleviate some of the pressure. And at this point, I'm kind of scared of a Holy Ore, because again, Holy Ore will immediately probably kill me pretty handily if I don't have a trigger myself. So I'm kind of debating if I should go in here or if I should just kind of stay back. And it's kind of rough. I don't have a lot of mana because I've used all my mana to play when attacking with the ElfStomp giant. I had to return a lot of mana to my hand. Play a Bloody Skeeto and I go in for the shield. Or do I actually? I just passed turn. And he plays Laura Giga, and he plays a Cryptic Totem. So now if he has a Holy Ore or something, which he doesn't have a lot, if he has Labagia or Holy Ore, I just lose the game. So at this point, I probably should be going in, simply because there isn't really much like point in staying back. I mean, if he has a Holy Ore and shield, he has a Holy Ore and shield, but he also has blockers, which I think is what's kind of deterring me. But I probably should have just attacked, maybe because I do have enough creatures, I think. But again, like he could have another. If he has therapy, I'm also dead, or at least in a bad situation. So it's not quite as clear to what to do here. So like it's not quite as clear on like what to do. I play Rumbling Terrorhorn to search my deck. I get another Rumbling Terrorhorn, so I can like keep the search engine going. But at this point, it's going to be very rough for me to win the game. Nino is going to absolutely rumble and play a Labagia, and then I'm dead because Labagia is going to tap on blockers because the Cryptic told my shield triggers don't work, and he's going to swing in to kill me. So that was game one. Moving on to game two now. Nino won the first game, so he is in quite a roll. He's going to start with a Fairy Life. I'm going to play a Essence Elf. Nino is going to play maybe does he have a Techno Totem on turn 3, which would be very strong. I just have turn Scarab. Not too scared of that right now. Gotta play Indie Stream for 2 mana this time. Actually do it right this time. For some reason, I sometimes tap a little bit too much mana when I play. I just don't think about this itself. Something I gotta work on for sure. I always wanted to build a deck with this itself, but I can see that playing that card can be a little bit tricky sometimes because you have to kind of count how much reduction you have, which can be a bit weird. But there's 1 mana Fair Life, and then Locomotiva to discard the Labagia, which I'm very happy with because it can give me some trouble later on in the game when I have blockers. Right now it's not that big of a deal, but later on in the game it can be a great deal. Goes in for a shield with the Soul Gala. Soul Gala is annoying against my deck because I have a lot of spells, so it can actually get quite annoying. I play a Wily Carpenter, which is a very good way to discard my Clone Nightmare into my graveyard, so that the next Clone Nightmare will actually already be buffed up or be better. So quite strong here. I end up just trying to build a board here because again, like playing blockers can be kind of risky because he can always like evolve if he has Lava Gear, and I just need to keep up with the board state as much as I can. The thing about this deck is a lot of greedies are kind of weak. The ElfStomp giant is strong, but most of the greedies in this deck are kind of not that strong. Play a 2-mana Indie Stream here. I only have 1 Essence Elf, so I'm doing it right so far. There's a Fresh Crawler. Don't know what I'm getting back here. Looks like a blue card. I think I might have gotten back like a Indie Stream. Cryptic Totem from Nino. It's gonna start building up quite a bit of board presence. I need to get rid of that Cryptic in some way, because that can be very annoying. It's just a swing in every turn and my shield triggers don't work, so I need to find a way to get rid of it. So I'm going to play a Terror Pit under for 5 mana. And then Nino is going to play a Holy Out, tap down my creatures, and start killing some of them. That one's getting buffed up, and then he can kill some with Trench Scarab as well, so he's going to kill that. My Drilling Fish, he's going to kill my Thrash. He's going to pass turn, so I only have a Wily Carpenter in Essence Elf, and I have a Locomotive in play, which are all 1 faster creatures, so they aren't the best. I need to get my hands on some stronger creatures to keep up with the board state. I need to join some better cards here. Play Indie Stream. think that was the one I got back with Fast Crawler. Play a Natural Snare on the Duel Walker, which is not gonna make it trigger because it only triggers if it dies. It basically, when it dies, it taps down 2 of my creatures, which is a very annoying card to deal with. There's the Techno Totem. It's gonna swing in for a shield. I'm just thinking like what I'm gonna do here because I have a couple options, but I need to like get some things going to keep up with the board presence here, especially with that. I could surf for the Techno Totem and I play Essence Elf, which is sort of a next turn with some of the cheaper spells I can play. Nino is thinking a bit here, and he plays a Jill Walker. And the second totem I just bounced, I think he plays as well. At this point, I gotta think about what I'm doing as well, because like playing another surfer, and this is good because playing surfers is going to not only bounce his creatures, but it's also going to give me board presence, which means I can start swinging in at some point. He plays Techno Totem again. He's just on that Techno Totem, aura, trying to get Techno Totem stick on the board. I play Rumbling Terrorhorn. Probably gonna get a blocker here, maybe. Or not Essence Elf. I get another Essence Elf. Trying to basically just build up a board presence. My deck is getting very small because I'm running like about around 40 cards, maybe 42 or 43 cards, 41 maybe. So since I search and draw cards and stuff like that, my deck is going to get kind of empty very fast. Play Corpse Charger. I have no cards in hand, so at this point Nino is just trying to use his cards that he does have to build some kind of advantage. Mysterious is annoying, but at this point I have quite a big board, so maybe I'll be able to do something. He is thinking about if he should tap down a creature or swing in with the Techno Totem, because he can do one of both. So he can do one of those two, and both are quite strong. So because I don't have any creatures that can kill the Techno Totem, so the Techno Totem is pretty safe. Plus he has some blockers as well. So it's not that bad. I'm just looking through his graveyard to see if there's anything interesting that I need to keep an eye out for. Mostly how many Holy Wars does he have played already in his mana zone, and how many does he have in his graveyard, and stuff like that. He's really thinking if he should tap down a creature or swing in here. He does good. He's gonna tap down my Rumbling Terrorhorn, and then he's gonna probably kill with the Scarab. No, he's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it. What he should do, because it's kind of tricky in this situation. He's gonna swing for a shield. Loco to discard the last card in his hand. And because of Misrias, he has to draw first and then discard a card. So that's what he does. Discard a Lara Giga. Alright, my turn. See what I can do here. See what kind of options I have. 1-mana Clone Nightmare to discard the last card in his hand, and then see what I do here. Fresh Crawler. I have the Corpse Charger Fresh Crawler loop. So basically, if you don't know what that is, it's basically where if you have Fresh Crawler in play, and you have Corpse Charger in your mana zone, you can play Fresh Crawler, get back your Corpse Charger, and then if Fresh Crawler dies, you can just get it back with the Corpse Charger, and then play Fresh Crawler to get back Corpse Charger. You just keep looping that until you basically have like a lock on the game. It's called the Corpse Loop, and it's kind of a high level kind of thing in Duel Masters you can do. There's some similar things such as like loops like that. Like there's, for example, Morbid Medicine with Val Iga, which is a very similar loop. There is a Techno Totem and there is a Laura Giga. And a Trench Scarab. A lot of draw and a lot of creatures, so Nino's gonna draw 3 cards for that. He has quite a big board. I have quite a big board. Really like just having a stalemate here. He's gonna just go for shields. So he's really counting on having a Holy Ore in his shields, because if he has a Holy Ore, he's gonna win the game. If he doesn't, then I'm gonna win the game. And I have no choice. I have to just swing in here to see if I can beat him. Play Eureka Charger, basically for free, because I get back the mana with Eureka Charger, and then I play Rumbling Terrorhorn. Locomotive. Get rid of another Trench Scarab, not really important. Alright, I'm gonna swing for shield and see what it is. It is not a holy horse, so I take the game. GG, Nino. And yeah, on to the last game. Alright, this is the final game of the first two here. So I'm gonna play Essence Elf. Nino's gonna start off with Soul Gala. I'm going to play a Clone Nightmare right away to get rid of a card in the opponent's hand. I'm taking out a Duel Walker, I think, which is an annoying card, so I'm glad I got rid of that pretty early. These matchups are all about attrition, so it's really who can build the board the fastest and kind of get aggressive just going and just kind of have the most card advantage. It's gonna like play the long game much easier, so that's really what this game is about. There's a Surfer and the first shield for me. As soon as Nino swung in with that Soul Guard, there was an Aqua Surfer. So this is really bad for him. He plays a Technototem, try to take back the board. The problem is your Aqua Surfer could just kill that Soul Gather. I have ElfStomp Giant right on curve, which is very bad for Nino. Not only was the Surfer on the first shield, but there was also ElfStomp Giant right away. There is a Lava Gear to contest the board even more, but again, they're not as strong as ElfStomp, so it's not going to be kind of a bad situation if Nino doesn't get anything good in his shield soon. He's going all in, trying to swing in and kill me as quick as possible, but with the ElfStomp Giant, it's going to be very difficult for him. I have a Terror Pit for the Techno Totem, and I have a ElfStomp Giant in the face of that Lava Gear. At this point, it's really hard for Nino to do much. I mean, he needs like Holy Orange Shield, or he needs like a Terror Pit or something. He needs like something that can like deal with the Techno Totem. Or not the Techno Totem, the ElfStomp Giant, I mean. There's a Jill Walker Time Guardian, and there is a Soul Gala. So he's not dead because if I attack, he can block with the Jill Walker and attack down two of my creatures. So he's not dead, but he's getting pretty close to it. So Wily Carpenter, discard a Surfer and a Fairy Life. Not really what you want to see, but it's what happened. Bloody Mosquito, I swing in with the ElfStomp. Need to swing about if he should block or not. Or he's not, he's just taking two shields. Terror Pit in the shields. Get rid of the ElfStomp. And if I attack, he can block with the Jill Walker. And then he can tap down two of my creatures, which is good for him, but I don't think it's enough. And yeah, at this point, it's just impossible. I had a really strong start to Nino's group stop, and that's going to make me the winner of this this first two. Very interesting decks that we were playing in this game. I don't really see a lot of Essence Elf anymore. There's definitely some people that are playing it, but most people are kind of in favor of just playing kind of like super long range and long distance control decks with the don't run Essence Elf. I think Essence Elf can be really strong in those kind of mid range decks and mid range nice matchups, but it's obviously kind of a weak card otherwise. Like it's a weak creature, so it has a strong ability, but it's a weak creature, and you need to really play some cards that can capitalize on the reduction to make it like good. You will need to play like a ramp deck or something to make it like really good. I think that Essence Elf has some potential. ElfStomp Giant is obviously proven many times to be a really strong card, and combining with Essence Elf makes sense because you want to play a lot of spells, so you don't do return to your hand. Essence Elf make your spells cheaper, so those two cards kind of go hand in hand, which kind of the other deck. As for Nino's deck, I think it needs some upgrades. Mine definitely does as well because I need more ElfStomps and I need more like I need some Emergence Typhoon to discard my Emergence Typhoons to discard my what's it called my Clone Nightmare. But Nino's deck is really fun, but I think it could use a little bit of upgrading. But it has some cool things you can do, especially with the totems and the guardians. Um, but these two decks were very much like just kind of a brew that we came up with both of us. So in no way, shape, or form are they like tournament viable yet. I think they need a lot more like upgrading and a lot more like time and playtesting to even be close to like some of the other decks that I've played on this channel, like the Liquid People deck or even the Water Fire Nature control deck or not control Water Fire Nature aggro deck, which obviously has been running rampant in the meta lately. Um, anyway, this has been it from me. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully, there will be more Doom stuff coming in the near future. I have some mod games that I recorded on that game day. 2 days we went to play 2 days ago. This video is from that game day as well. So I'll try to upload some more from that day. But yeah, that's it for me for now. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.